What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. I'm actually away today. You can see this is not the shed, this is not my house. I'm away on vacation. I realized I forgot to film an intro for the video you're about to watch. This is me going through one of the bins from the $6,500 NASCAR and other collectible buy. Hope you guys enjoy this one. All right, I've been digging into this bin this morning. This is the third bin from the $6,500 NASCAR and other collectibles. This is certainly other collectibles once again. Let's take a peek here. This, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot of booth stuff. It could be eBay stuff, but I'm going to just kind of pivot towards the booth. I'll show you what it is though. Okay, so here we go. This is what was in here. There was a lot of figures and a lot of loose figures. Let's start with this guy, 18-inch Stormtrooper. If it was new in box and everything, it could be really good. On eBay, it's anywhere, it's about $18 to $20. I'm going to try to get $20 out of my booth. Now these guys here, Batman, Robin, $12 a piece. People have them listed for $20 online, but they're the only ones have sold are around $14 that I could find. Red Ranger, I think 2017 right here. Same thing. This particular one, it's around $10. Okay, nothing crazy. And this Stormtrooper, same thing. I can't remember what price I put on him. $10 as well. He is a Shadow Trooper, Star Wars Rebel. $10. These could all easily go on eBay. Shipping would be kind of a pain on that. This, I have no idea. I'm going to ask my buddy Scott, the Scott Sells Stuff show. He was doing that before. Now he currently does a podcast with Carl. And I think he changed his picker channel. Scott changed his picker channel to Tabloid Files, which is basically like National Enquirer from the 80s and 90s. Just short stories. It's really interesting. Check it out. I think it's Tabloid Files. I think he completely switched his old YouTube channel, his old picking channel over to that. So yeah, I'm going to ask him about this because I don't know anything about it. I looked up the artists, M. Susan, or no, is it Suns? Sunny, S-U-N-Y, I think is. It's really hard to read that, but I think, anyway, I did look it up. It looked like it was Canadian anyway. But I couldn't really find anything like this exactly. Okay, I have no idea what the price is at. This is one of those things that might surprise me, and he might tell me list it for $50, or he might tell me that it's, you know, $5. I really don't know. So I'm not going to guess. A few more ashtrays in here as well. Not too special. Some of these tin ones or metal ones can be good. This one's not tin. Then we're getting into some of these golf balls. This I'm going to actually list on eBay for about $20. Miller Lite Dunlop DAH 11. This particular one has not sold. There are similar different drivers that have sold for about $20-25. Somebody's running one right now on auction. I'm going to throw mine up anyway for $20 and see if we can get that. This I thought would be better. It's Old Petro Canada Quiz. All the cards and stuff you can see, I've got a booth ticket on there for $10. People have them listed anywhere from $10 to $35. Not a single one has sold that I could see. Maybe, you know, one probably has sold eventually, or like a long time ago, but I have not. There's no current sales for that. So just getting on the booth. Giant coloring book. I'm gonna ask $7. Whoop, that's the last page there. None of these pages have been colored. I'm gonna ask $7 in my booth. I see people listed them online, same thing, for anywhere between, I think, $10 to $20. I don't know. I don't want to ship that, to be completely honest with you. These cards, same thing. This is the last thing I just looked up. You can see I'm going to ask $8. They are sealed inside of here. $9.99 for a sealed set. This is the tin, but it's supposed to have this sleeve, and people are asking a lot of money. But once again, when you go into the solds, completed sold, you know, this is a sleeved one that sold for $24. So it's not to say I couldn't sell that online, but I think my odds of selling it in the booth for $8 is just as good. And when we remove fees and all the headaches of shipping and all that stuff, it's just going to be just as easy to get $8 out of my booth on that. This card here, I am going to list this one online. It's I think it's technically, it's for, even though it says 2027, I think it's a 2008 car. Does have a imperfection rate there. People have these things all over the place. I'm going to attempt to get $19.99, so $20 out of it. Obviously would be much better in the box. In the box it could be $30, $40, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway, just for fun. This box set, I found one that sold of this exact Star Wars trilogy set for about 25 bucks. There are a bunch listed, only a couple have sold recently. I'm still gonna list mine $24.99 only because I have one of these same trilogies in my booth already. So I'll throw it online, and if my one from the booth sells, I can always move this one here. I don't need a couple at the booth, so I might as well list it online as well. Little calendar here, I'm gonna ask $5. It's got some really cool like watercolor photos in it. It is from 2008, so you know, $5 is what I'm gonna ask. Someone would probably be buying it to get the pictures to frame them, or maybe somebody collects calendars. That's always another possibility. And the other thing here is Star Wars Episode 1, Anakin Skywalker here. I think I'm going to list this for $19.99. A little bit of box damage, but it is brand new in box. There's a little bit of dirt on there as well that I need to get off of there. Some dust, actually. But yeah, that's the first round of this. I'm going to get some of this stuff listed online. I've already priced some of it. Like I said, as I was going, I was pricing things out. Everything's priced except for this. We're going to ask Scott what he thinks of it. I don't know if he'll get back to me today. If he does, we'll add it to this video. Other than that, yeah, we're going to continue ripping through this box. All right, so another rip through this bin, and a few interesting things and a few things I'm not really too sure about. So this is kind of cool. Sleepy Eye Flower. This box, I feel like probably would have some nice value in my booth. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to look this up. This isn't something I really looked up a ton, but inside of it is more matches, and I think there's some buttons in here as well. All stuff, what does it say? Gas station matches. All stuff that's okay. Worst case scenario, like I've said a few times with the matches, which we have matches down there as well from another one of these bins. That's probably where these are going to wind up. I can throw them in a jar and just sell the matches off like that, and people typically like them. This is another sort of like I don't know type thing here for like melt caps and old patches. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those, to be honest. They might wind up in auction or something like that. These are kind of cool. I haven't really tried to look up the value of these spikes either, but they're definitely going to be booth items. They could be good. This one's cool. Somebody's painted it to look like a train conducter. I think that's really neat. I do remember seeing this in his room. These are kind of a little bit of nothings, I think. Canada Sudbury. I think I'm going to throw like $5, throw it in my booth. If somebody thinks these are super valuable, let me know. I don't really think they are. Science North Sudbury, same thing, a little wooden plaque. I don't even know. I will throw them in my booth, but I don't really know that they're that great. These are kind of cool. I haven't looked at values of any of these either. So Olympics pamphlets and McDonald's stuff here. Vintage Maritimes brochure, kind of neat. Tim Hortons Roll Up the Rim. I don't know why that was kept. We'll keep it for now. Some other old stuff. I don't know what this was here. World War II. It says maps. Yeah, that's kind of cool. This one could have some value. Like I said, I haven't really looked any of these up. I probably will. And if I look any of them up and I'm like, wow, these are great, I'll try to throw something up on screen so you guys know, or if you know and I miss it, let me know. This is also Canada and the United States. This looks like, this is like a little information brochure type thing. This is just a Star Wars vinyl. I don't really know. I don't think that has much value. These are kind of cool. I don't think they have much more value than like $10, something like that. The People's Bank of Youngstown. So I think this would be like, I feel like it's bank robber stuff. But I think this is where the money went, right? Not really bank robber. I'm just joking about that. But obviously bank related. U.S. Mint, kind of neat. Be great if they were full of money. Some sort of little, I looked this up. It was like a gun ammunition bag or magazine. I'm not 100% sure exactly. I don't know what it is. And then a couple of flour bags down there as well. So nothing super crazy here except for this. Okay, this is a Predator lunchbox. And yes, of course, it does have the thermos inside there. The other side is pretty awesome. Really awesome. So this is one of those things where people have them listed for like $50, $100, and $45, $95, $91. But in the short term anyway, I haven't looked on research tool or anything like that. I haven't seen one that's actually sold. So I'm going to do what everybody else is doing right now. I'll take pictures of it. I'll list mine. Probably around the $50 mark, maybe just under that. I probably will go on product research tool to see if maybe there's some that sold for 25 bucks and these people are all dreaming, but you know, it is cool, very cool. I don't think it's that old. I thought I see 2014 or something on it. Yeah, it says 2014 right there. So not super old, but really cool. Probably the best thing out of this haul, you know, considering these weren't full of money or anything like that. This could be a decent booth item as well. I think there's some okay stuff, but the last little bit of stuff in here I think is all going to be very similar. That's why I kind of saved it to last. So let me get this stuff cleaned up and we'll jump into the last bit of stuff in the bin. I just actually wanted to jump back on here for a minute. I decided just to Google Lens this thing quickly. Now, just full disclosure, the box style of mine is similar. However, I think mine here, this is some sort of sticker or it's an adhesive on there. The one I do see online here, the only one I could find on eBay, it's the same style. You can see somebody's asking almost $600 for it. That's like painted, I think, on there. I think. Super hard to tell. This is another thing I'm going to ask my buddy Scott about. I really don't know. It's the same style of box for sure. Okay. And I don't see any soles or anything like that. And this part feels very, very modern. So I'm not gonna say anything crazy like, oh my goodness, this is a $600 box. But it is interesting, and you can just see that it looks interesting. But this maybe looks like a repop of some kind. You could see though how somebody could get like super excited about you know, looking at this and being like, hey, you know, this is a $600 box, and throw it online, and you just probably wind up getting yourself in trouble. I could also be totally wrong because I'm not an expert on this as well. It could be much better than I'm thinking. I thought it was pretty cool, and I could probably get like $30 or $40 out of my booth, and that might still be the case. And then, you know, I'd get some money out of the matches as well. But just thought I'd throw that on there because I just did a quick Google Lens, and the only thing that came up was this $600 box. It's similar, although, like I said, I feel like that's maybe painted on or something, and this is more of a sticker or some sort of adhesive thing on here. Anyway, let me get that cleaned up finally, and we can jump into the box. All right, there we go. The last bin is empty. And like I said, it's a lot of the same thing. What is it? Hot Wheels, okay? This is where it gets kind of fun for me. It's not that going through this many things is fun, but we're gonna be able to lot up similar items, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Now, the other thing is the cases themselves. This case is a little bit more desirable. It's probably worth $25 or $30. What's inside of it? I wish it was full of monster trucks. It is not. You know, there's this little weird Smurf car. Some of these could be really well, and that's why I have to look them up. This one's not stacked full, but it's got some older cars in it. Not in the best shape ever. I will look them up. Worst case scenario with these, we'll put them in the booth in little grab bags, something like that. But just the case alone should be 25, 30 bucks. This case just by itself as well, it should be probably 25 bucks. So that's pretty good. This one holds 15 trucks. This holds 48 cars. This one has got a lot more in it. I don't know much about any of these cars. I'm gonna have to look them up. It's gonna be a lot like sports cars, except for I will rely a little bit more on Google Lens. I'll make sure there's nothing in here super valuable. Shouldn't take too long. There's some cool cars. There were some broken ones as well. I think that might be Cars from the movie Cars. Yeah, cool though. None of these are in perfect condition as they are loose, but we could also, if there's light cars, we could lot them up together like this one right here. So another 48 car carrier set. This one, it's got a little more damage on the graphics. This one, the graphic, it's got a little bit of a bubble here. This one's perfect. I do think I could still probably, didn't know that love sticker was on there. Anyway, I still think I could probably get 20-25 bucks out of that, or throw it in my booth. This one though does have mostly NASCAR cars. I'll make sure there isn't any in here that are super valuable, and I would probably wind up doing one great big NASCAR lot, unless these of course are worth, you know, $10 each or something like that. In that case, maybe I would list them individually, but probably not. First guess is probably not. It's a junior card. Cool though. This one, pretty interesting. Then we have some more loose cars here. This is another Hot Wheels Batman, much like the one I listed, but smaller. Batmobile there, another Batman car, and some more loose cars to go through. Some F1 cars. It'll just be like a rainy day project. I'll throw these all together somewhere. Likely we'll sell the cases first, and then I'll go through the cars one by one when I'm just bored one day. But you know, the cases alone, you know, we got maybe 45 bucks, 50 bucks here, another 30 bucks here. I don't know about this one. It probably holds a little bit of value as it's a carrying case as well. Didn't really look at that one, but I'm gonna guess it's probably 15, 20 bucks. So cool. I didn't really expect, I didn't see the cars, so I think with the cars what happened here is some of the stuff, I know he had said, oh, anything that's in a case probably has stuff in the case. I was half expecting to find something else in that Predator case, like a whole bunch of other things. Makes sense that in these Hot Wheel cases that he threw Hot Wheels in. So I haven't really seen many of them. This one interests me the most as far as the cars go, just because it's all the NASCAR little die-cast guys. You know, they're not in perfect shape, but loose. I think they could still be okay, especially, you know, if they don't hold a lot of value individually. I think in a big lot, they'll do really well, and it'll be an easier way to get rid of a bunch of them. Anyway, that's what's in this bin. All right, as you can probably tell, I'm up early. I did wind up getting a coffee, thank goodness. The coffee machine was temporarily broken. I had to wait maybe about 3 minutes for them to fix it. Wound up being free, so free coffee in the morning. Not a bad way to start, I guess. Like I said, I have a couple more days here on vacation, and then we'll be back to business as usual in the shed. If you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.